All right, can you hear me? Okay, cool. So, my camera is not being captured, and I don't really know why. Like, it should be working as it worked every single time before this. But anyway, you can even see me like trying to use Teamlabs here. Yeah, I guess you're just gonna hear my voice, unfortunately, because it is kind of sad that my camera is not working right now. Let me just try to connect it once again. I don't know why it's not being recognized. Maybe it is. No, it's not. Yeah, it's not recognized my video. Let me just completely delete this, move it, yes, and then add another one. Video capture. Yeah, it's just okay. Let me add a new one. Okay, now it's what? Okay, just gonna accept that it worked and never ever mention it again. My head must be like floating around. All right, yeah, that's it. So yeah, here am I. We're gonna react to this video right here, and it's gonna be not on full screen because I have an ultra wide monitor, and if I set it to full screen, it's gonna like be partially off the screen, and it's gonna, you know, screw up the proportion of the stream. And I'm not I'm not into technology that much to know how to deal with this. I gotta actually research if there's a way to like put stuff in full screen without. Anyway, gotta go back to the point. This is water, by the way. Okay, first things first. Welcome everyone to our occasional community live streams. Today we're gonna be taking a look at a couple of videos from one member of our community in particular, named Ayumi Boho, Ayumi Ho, and she's been sending videos of her, like she and her friend Ulysses trying some speed runs, and a bunch of other people are sharing their times as well, like going for speed runs, and they're all like pretty awesome, and people are like getting very good at this. But she in particular, she's sending like videos, not only screenshots of the end screen. So we kind of started this whole idea of having a channel in our community to share the strategies and the timings of speed runs and you know, weekly challenges, and to discuss strategies. And at first I thought that would be just, I don't know, a cool place for people to hang out and share their thoughts, but I didn't, and I guess I can say that for as the team as a whole, we did not expect to be like mind blown by how people were fast during these weekly challenges. So I've seen one of her videos already, and we're gonna close. I'm gonna like make it the back of my stream black just for a second, just so I can open the conversation here and open the video without exposing anyone. So I've seen the first of her videos, and it was a solo match, and it was extremely fast. Like absurdly fast. And I just gotta the idea here today is to go through not only like a video of a solo play and a video, at least as a video of a co-op match, and try to go through, like, try to understand what they've done and what are the strategies that are being used here. And I don't know, just show you my reaction as the developer of Outer Space to, you know, people attempting speed runs and the strategies they use. And I kind of forgot. Okay, let me just open it again because I forgot to turn it back on. All right. And I gotta open the chat. Let me just stream chat so we can see what you're saying. Forgot about this. Okay, it's open. Should be logged in. Cool. Please, if you're watching this right now, please send a message. Anything in the chat, just so I know it's working, because I kind of never know if it's working until somebody sends a message. And if you've sent a message already, like, sorry, I didn't have the software open, so I did not read it. Please send it again, kindly. All right. So let's start with this. So this is the weekly challenge of 2 weeks ago, and she did it solo. And I wanted to do this one first, not only because it's like the biggest one, the one that took the longest, even though it's just 40 minutes. But also because I feel like a lot of people struggle going through weekly challenges on solo, and it's completely understandable because it's pretty hard, to be honest. But she managed to do that in 40 minutes, and I think it's gonna be very valuable for Outer Space players to, you know, take a look at this. All right, Jeff Thoralf, thanks for sending a message. Nice, thank you. And Yolk as well. Hi. Yolk, are you the one that's in the video as well? I think you are, right? Yes, nice. We're gonna be watching your video too. Okay, so let's start with the you. Okay, you. Nice. All right, so let's start with the solo. Just start pretty basic. Just, you know, running, cleaning stuff, putting on the battery. Funny thing here, just I don't know, it's just something to notice, is that like, as soon as she remembered that she needed something, she like stopped, and like she stopped cleaning the floor, right, to buy it. And she did that, I think, so the timer on the delivery would be running while she was cleaning the floor, because that, you know, time spent waiting for something, it's kind of wasted time. So as soon as you decide you want to buy something, or you remember you can buy something, buying it right away and then doing whatever else you were doing, that might be a good idea. And hey, Akinas, welcome. Akinas, also known as Red Link, very constant watcher here, participant in our live stream. All right, so she went back. Okay, this weekly challenge was a bit crazy because it was generating random stuff from, like, anything that spawned was random. So you could spawn trash or whatever else by sweeping and on the pumpkin garden. Yeah, and notice that, like, she spawned a very good source of food. In this moment in particular, she didn't have a place to storage it, so she could just leave it here. But she opted to, like, take it and leave it on the floor, while she was doing whatever else she wanted to do, because she didn't have like she needed to wait for this to end building, and she wanted to take it off right away just so another thing could spawn over it, and she wouldn't waste time doing that. No problem, you go on, and hope you are back soon. All right, so yeah, she is taking full advantage of the timings and the spawning mechanic of the pumpkin garden, and that's like very interesting to see. Okay, so she went there, cleaned it, and she opened it right away. She instantly built the dog. I don't know why exactly she opened it. Possibly to check on the situation and to see if there are any eggs or something that she would be worried about. Or maybe just to see how many boxes there were here, and to weight the risk of rushing inside and getting it. Anyway, she did get and build the dog immediately, right when it spawned, and that's a great tip. Like I always say, that use the dog. What interesting thing here, you can see there's an alien here. Aliens are dangerous, right? They're a thing that you normally want to deal with them as soon as you see them. Like as soon as they spawn somewhere, you gotta just sweep it and get rid of it somehow, because they are very dangerous. She has such knowledge of the game that she knew that she had some time of it stunned after she stunned it, and she knew she could be doing stuff while it's stunned and while it's waiting for the mixer to build, just so she could go there, get it, and put it right in the mixer and not waste it turning it into money. So why I say it's wasted, it's because the conversion of aliens to money is good, but it may not be as valuable as turning them into a battery, for two reasons. I'd say, first of all, monetarily it's almost even. You get 6 gold for recycling an alien, and you gotta you have to use 5 aliens to get a battery, so that would be 32 30 actually, which is pretty much the price. It's exactly the price of the battery, so it's even. But while you're recycling an alien, you're wasting a lot of time. And when you're playing solo and speedrunning especially, wasting time is not an option, right? So she opted totally, she did the right choice here, waiting for it so she could use it immediately at the recycler. And as a general rule of thumb, automating things, instead of wasting your time using the recycler, using something that runs automatically, or it is the interaction is instant, these will save a lot of time on speedruns. Kina saying conversions of aliens to money, yeah, they have a rate. We have dollar, euro, aliens, etc. Exactly. Pretty much everything can be converted to dollars here, so to money. So I don't know. You'd have a very intrinsic marketplace here. Anyway. By the way, I think. Let me just. Okay, this one has the audio of the game, and I'm gonna use it The other ones, I noticed that they only have the audio of the voice of them like playing together and commenting and things like that. And so I'm not gonna play them with audio, but anyway, this one can go with audio. Let me just go back for a second. I know it's taking like forever to go through this, but it's just a lot. So yeah, notice that like she's not hungry right now, and you know, no reason why she would like eat it. But just notice how often she gets like precious food. For example, the chickens and the alien chickens and the salads. She's always saving those for money because those are very precious. Like they give you way more money. This one's gonna give them 10 bucks. And it's at that point it's worth it. You know, it's just worth it. Spending a little bit of time getting that money because you're gonna need it eventually. So I believe in this case in particular, she knew what she was gonna get here because she just grabbed it and immediately placed it, the robot, right? That this must have been like not the first time that she did this run with this weekly challenge and this layout. So she knew what she had here and she placed it immediately in the closest place, on the closest spot to the drawer. And this is gonna make sense in a bit. I've seen this video before, right? So I'm also working on oh, look at this. So even salads, she's turning salads into batteries. Interesting. And she keeps on like perma-stunning the alien with the dog. Yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have a dog and you're playing solo, one alien will never be a problem, you know, because you're always gonna have the option of like not dealing with it and leaving the job to the dog. That's very interesting. All right, so here's the spot that, you know, having the Roomba here, having the cleaner bot makes a real difference. An interesting choice of like getting the cleaner, like the shower here. Oh, okay, so getting the shower has like 3 main reasons at the start of the game. First, you know, when you're playing solo, it's kind of dangerous to be dirt, and you cannot clean yourself with the bucket, and you have no one else to clean it, you. So it's always safe to have a shower. Also, it is a cheaper way of like filling up your bucket closer to whatever you are. But also, the shower has a feature that is interesting. Okay, just small pause for a moment. She's always like cleaning and opening doors, even though she's not rushing in, because she knows the cleaner bot is gonna do that work and go there and start cleaning it for her. That's a lot of time saved. You're gonna notice that like from this point on, she's pretty much never ever touching the mop again unless she's dealing with aliens. Like cleaning the floor is wasted time and wasted energy once you have a cleaning bot, right? But yeah, now she finally got a sink. Sinks are faster than showers to fill up buckets. But look at this, like it seems odd that she's doing that. That's because it's kind of an exploit that we really don't mind that it's a thing. It's just interesting. So every time you get inside the shower, you kind of you get a little bit of hunger and tiredness decreased, right? That's a workaround that we've done to like prevent people from falling from hunger or tiredness inside the shower, because the shower, if you're too dirty, it takes quite a while to clean you. And there was some people that were like dying inside the shower and exploding the entire game. So we made it so this shower always like gets you a little bit of recovery once you use it. But if you use it while you're clean, it's quite faster, right? It will push you away faster because you're totally clean. There is nothing to clean, so it's not gonna spend some time cleaning it. And so it's a valid option to like recover hunger and tiredness with the shower. It's not as efficient as sleeping. It's not as efficient as eating stuff. But it does solve both issues at once, and it's way cheaper than like spending food, eating food and buying all those stuff at the start of the game. So it's a very interesting strategy to get started and avoid having problems with hunger and tiredness without spending too much. Once again, she's opening it and just leaving them. There goes the cleaner bot. She got lucky with the spawns as well, like, right? I mean, having this time is not lucky, like, absolutely not. She's definitely deserved of this time because it's very impressive. But there's, like, the RNG can sometimes help you a lot. Like spawning batteries there. This is very useful. I was wondering if she was gonna like spend it, like use the bucket on the egg, or just forget it, skip it totally and go place a battery there. Once again, opening the door. Now she's got a sofa for free, which is good. And now she has a better place to sleep at. So I believe she's not gonna like be using the shower for recovery anymore. Maybe for hunger still, because it may be still worth it to not eat and sell this stuff, just to not spend the money, to not waste the money on it. All right. You can see how she's like pretty much only managing stuff instead of like actually doing things. Instead of, she's still using the bucket and cleaning all the stuff. Okay, this is interesting. So this is a move that someone knows the game when they do this. So right here, when she's getting close to this door, she's noticing that the door is starting to like wiggle, and that's a sign that the door is about to close. So she immediately dropped the box and opened the door again, just to be sure that the door would not close on her face, because that is a waste of time, pretty much. Like having the door close it, then she would have to drop it and open it again, and the opening animation is longer when the door is fully closed. So she just goes there, resets the timer, and goes on doing her stuff. You see this kind of details in like small strategies, and that person knows how to play the game. That's how someone is actually very good at the game. And that's one thing that we're kind of like very proud of. By the way, by the way, she did like let the dog. She was about to get the food that spawned, right? So a food spawned from the floor because of the challenge. Instead of spawning a bag of food spawned, she was about to grab it, and she noticed that the dog was going there to eat it. And the dog only does that if it's hungry, right? So instead of like getting the food for herself or selling it, she figured it was better to just let the dog eat and not have him like go back so you can feed it later. Just let him feed of whatever it is there. It's more important to keep the dog up all times and right at your side than, you know, getting that and turning it into money or food or eating it yourself, right? And you're gonna see that this is a pattern, right? She's like through the entire run, she's like letting the dog eat stuff. Eventually things are on the floor, and I think that makes like a whole lot of difference, because having the dog at your side, it's just so important for you know, being quick at this kind of challenge and finishing it faster. Like just having it stun aliens for you. You don't have to waste energy using the mop when there's only 1 or 2 aliens. So it's just a lot. Once again, she's like resetting the timer on the door. And she's like constantly moving stuff a little bit closer. Like she's not necessarily carrying the things from one point to another and just using them instantly. She's like making small repositions of the items, like the trash bag and things like that, just to make them like more in her way, so she doesn't have to waste so much time when she's actually gonna use those things. Got a new battery. Right. Powered. Reposition the battery once again. This is interesting. Oh, and I've given this tip once. When you have 2 doors, I don't know if you can see my mouse. I think you do not. But when you have 2 doors closed, like she has right in the front of her, they are like one close to another by a corner. Sometimes when you throw water right in the corner, you hit both of them at the same time. This time it's not gonna work completely because of the eggs. They are on the opposite side of this door on the bottom. But it was worth the shot anyway. Like at least she cleaned one of them. If it weren't for the eggs, she would have cleaned both of them with that hit. Once again, like the dog doing all the job. She's letting the dog eat. Look at that, cute puppy. Eat it all, puppy. Chill. And okay, let me just come back to this because this is very unusual and it's very cool to see. You can see that in this point, she's like, okay, there are eggs here. She noticed this because she was trying to open the door and didn't clean. So she clearly noticed it. And yet, she did a whole bunch of stuff. Like she grabbed the alien, she went back, and then she grabbed the bucket and went to filling it, and then waited for it to fill, and went back, and then got rid of the aliens, like the eggs. Like, you know, you do not do this if you're not absolutely sure that you have the time to do that, you know? Hi, V9 Happy Wolf. Welcome to the stream. And this game is Outer Space. It's a game that we've developed, and I'm now reacting to the to a video of a speedrun. Just commenting on how amazing some players can get. In this case, the Yummy Ho Ho. He's very good at this, honestly. Yeah, we did. I and a bunch of very lovely people. We were called Behold Studios. and we did this. We released it earlier last year. Yeah, the first half of 2020, I guess we released it, and it's just funny to see people running some speed runs, going some speed runs on the weekly challenges, which are like challenges that are different every time. Every week there is a new challenge. So yeah, people are just doing speed runs faster and faster. It's interesting. Well, thank you, Me. Thank you. I do find it fun. Like I really enjoy it. It's not because I recreated it. I really do enjoy it. So glad to see you enjoy it too. It costs money. It was on sale a few weeks ago, but I think it's out of sale right now. But it's not very expensive. I think it's $14 on Steam right now, and I mean it depends on where you're buying it, but yeah, exactly. Oh, it's still on sale? Cool, cool. Is it? I didn't know that. Anyway, yeah. That goes to show that you know, when you say you're a developer or something, when you hear developers say, they do not know everything about the game, right? Because even if you're a small company, like it's not the entire team that decides when the game will be on sale or stuff like that. So yeah, I didn't know that, but cool. So yeah, if it is on sale indeed, go get it, please. It's a cool game, I promise. Very interesting. All right, nice. So yeah, she keeps on doing the things. I mean, okay, this is cool. This spiky alien, this is a bit of a prick, right? This alien is hard to deal with because it pretty much hits you, it damages you. In this weekly challenge in particular, it slows you down because of the dirt. So the best thing she could have done was, like, okay, first having a dog bark at it and just, you know, not risk hitting it for no reason. And then she went straight to the well-positioned mixer so she could, you know, get rid of it faster. A well-positioned mixer is gonna make such a difference in your times. Like, you have no idea how much time it's gonna save you. And you know, she's like getting back. She could have like forgotten about this room and just went on and powered the room right here, but she did not, because she wanted to, like, she knew that if the aliens went back from stun, they would like go back and, you know, make a lot of dirt again and waste a bunch of our work. So she's like focusing on getting rid of all the things that are here, stunning back the aliens, cleaning the shaft that keeps on spitting dirt. And hi Callie, nice to see you. I didn't know you were watching. Awesome. Yeah, and then she went like straight up, placed that rug over there so the shaft would not be a problem anymore. It's just amazing, like, honestly. An interesting choice to place this battery right here, because usually this is not something I would do, right? I usually place batteries on rooms that are farther away from my my path, just because I kind of fear that I will like forget about them and they will go grow dirt all over again. But it is a very valid choice because, you know, not having to open the door constantly, because once you place the energy on the floor, on that room, the door becomes automatic, right? And it's just it's clever that, you know, your way forward, it's always with the doors open, automatically open, and you don't have to like waste time opening doors. So it kind of makes sense. But at the same time, she's gonna like have to deal with this eventually, right? She's gonna have to place a battery in here, so she doesn't lose it. And there she is. Yeah, she's going to get it. And she's low as hell right now because she's dirty. I wondered how much that cost her in terms of time, right? Look at the time, like she's actually spending running. And repositioning. All right. Okay, this is fun. So ventilation shafts, they have a timer, internal timer. Okay, my chat is a bit crazy right now. Anyway, Nak is here. Made a lot of mistakes. I mean, it's 40 minutes for a solo run. I'm not gonna even try to tell you that your mistakes are like totally okay, right? You made a very impressive time for a solo run. So you're cool. You're cool, Yak. No problem. Yak is Ayami Ho-Ho, right? So it's the same person with two nicknames. All right. They did it and still got a great time. But look at this. So the ventilation shaft, it has like an internal timer. And once you clean it, it's gonna like stay clean for a while, and then it will start growing dirt. So the growing dirt in the tubes, it's the anticipation, right? So people can, you know, clean it before it spits and actually causes damage. It's funny that like she's so in tune with like not wasting time and not like having to worry about this, that she comes here with the ventilation shaft totally clean just to reset the timer, right? That's an interesting level of commitment to, you know, keeping it clean. It's just interesting, very interesting. And there she is, like cleaning again, like, oh, okay, I'm here. Let me just get my my hunger completely vanished, and once again, like she's letting the eggs be there until she actually needs to take care of them, you know, not rushing. Very interesting. Okay, this is very important, right? And this is not only for speed runs, but these aliens here, the green ones, they release a cloud that makes you sleepy. You can see that her energy bar is like growing up fast. So it's very important that you go there. You can stun them or leave the dog to do that, and move away from the claw, you know, the area, the cloud of poison that's increasing your sleepiness, right? Your tiredness. This was just perfect. Look at this sequence. Like, an alien spawned here. The dog dealt with it. She knew it. Looked at it and okay, it's done. It's alright. Another one spawned. The dog cleaned it as well, and she did not like fall into desperation at all. And she pretty much has a new battery here for the last room. This sequence was freaking perfect, honestly. Like, honestly, this was very well done. Oh, and there she is, like a a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month or so, we fixed a bug that, you know, when you eat something that it's partially, when you sell something that's partially eaten, it would give you the entire price, the entire value of it, like as if it's intact. We fixed this, like we've made it proportional, right? So if you've eaten half of it, it gives you half the price. But with the mixer, it still counts as one. So whatever you put in there, it still counts as one. So she knew she could be a little bit hungry. She just grabbed a bite of it and transformed it into a battery. And like, if you've watched this the last, I don't know, 2 minutes of this video, you can just see how important it is for you to have a dog. And sometimes we watch people like streamers and YouTubers playing our game, and sometimes they believe that the dog is not as useful, and I think they should watch this, honestly, because the dog is such a hand. And look at this situation right here, right? So there are aliens that are about to wake up. One of them has woken up already. The room's dirty. The ventilation's dirty. Eggs are about to pop, and when they pop here in that door, they're gonna turn off the room right there. But since she knew she still had a little bit of time, it was better for her to just go ahead and power up the last room before the chaos installed and everything went to hell. Then it would be to like go there and try to fill a bucket and deal with the problem itself, right? Yeah, this was very lucky and very cool. Very amazing. Okay, yeah, that was a miss run. All right, so let's go straight to the shortest time I think I've ever seen on a weekly challenge. This was performed by Yak, right, by Ayami Hoho, and by our friend that might be back. ULC, right? You. Hope you're back. You, just to watch yourself doing stuff here. Yeah, and this one has a little bit of noise on the mic. I'm gonna just put it a little bit. Yeah, I think maybe the voice is gonna be distracting in this case specifically. So I'm gonna leave it muted, right? Sorry, sorry, Ayami. I gotta check your name because I totally suck at remembering names. I'm bad at it. Bad. Sub 10 speedrun, yeah. Yeah, that was very close, right, to under 10 minutes. Totally. Yeah, just as a context, me saying that it's a shame that it's not a little bit under 10, just to call it under 10 speedruns. Anyway, so yeah, let me see if I missed something here. So they start normally. They open 2 rooms at once, which is interesting. And I believe they were just interested in the stuff that was inside of it, right? So they started with nothing, opened the room, got the recycler. They probably knew the recycler was there. Cleaned it, recycled the trash. When you're playing 2 players, it's always good to like have one using the recycler and the other one just feeding it, so you don't have to like use it and go away. And what? All right, the recycler went nuts for a bit here. All right. And now, yeah, pretty much what 1 minute they have a mixer and a cleaner bot. And I know it's because of the ship RNG, but still, like, they managed to have like a self-cleaning house and a reliable source of like batteries pretty fast, like in less than 1 minute, which is like it's definitely a immense factor to get this 10 minutes time. They bought food, and I'm guessing they bought that because they're two now, and food is eventually going to be a problem, especially in this challenge that you do not have a reliable source of food, right? Like, it is possible they're gonna be like, whoa, wait a second. This was interesting. Okay, so it's possible that you're gonna be run out of food because the pumpkin will just not spawn food for you. So it's good to have a way to like maybe transform aliens into possible foods or into things that are more valuable in aliens. So it's a good call. But this one is interesting. They just grabbed the rug, right? So they have this room on the bottom that is perfectly squared with two doors that could fit a perfect rug, and this one that has an egg in it, right? So the egg is about to pop, and they could have placed it there, but they did not. They chose to sell it. And I don't know, Yak and you, can you just, I don't know if you remember why you did that, but do you think it was worth it, to give up on the safety of a rug? I think it makes sense because, Ayami is already going there to deal with this egg. So even though individually you might have think that it was a good idea to place the rug there, it was actually not, because the problem is already solved, right? And it's better to just get the money. This is impressive. This is insane, right? I've played this game like multiple times. Like I have more than 800 hours registered on Steam, and I know it's not all from gameplay, because once you're working with the game and you have the game engine open, it still counts on Steam as if you were playing the game, right? But I can safely say that I have, like, I don't know, 300 hours of pure gameplay of this, and I've played with Marcos, which is the programmer of this game, a bunch of times, and I don't think we have quite this level of synchronicity. And I don't know, I think in that moment I would have just placed the rug there and wasted money, right? Oh, I didn't know this bug. What? Oh yeah, there's a bug in a multi that makes the recycled thing. There's someone there. Does that still happen? So it becomes an automatic grinder. Huh. Alright, so that was supposed to be fixed. I sure hope it's not breaking anything else, because this kind of bug, even though it's not ideal, right? Like, we don't want to have bugs in our game. But if it's a bug that's helping the players, we feel like it's an okay bug, right? So it's something that we should fix, but it's not something that makes us worried, because at least you're getting help, right? But when it comes to like bugs that are, breaking the game or making the game more difficult or something like that, those are the ones that we usually focus. So there is a chance that we tried to find the origin of that bug and we could not find it fast enough. So we just gave up and focused on bugs that were more serious back then. And yeah, this type of bug is really a pain. This alien, not the type of bug, sorry. The alien, this type of alien, you gotta like use it twice. And this week's modifier clearly has the aliens, heavy aliens. You can see that they become slower when they're carrying aliens. So I'm guessing they're gonna be like replacing this this mixer quite often, just to make sure they are not wasting time carrying aliens too long, too far away, right? We don't want bugs in our game. Yeah, the purpose of the game is killing alien bugs. Yeah, that's true. Poor little fowls. In our, you know, we kind of let you not kill them if you do not want. There's even an achievement for that, right? You can finish the game without killing aliens. It's just hard. So yeah, we kind of tell you to kill aliens. That's on us. And oddly enough, it is still considered a like non-violent game because we don't have guns. Yeah. I'd say the non-violent part depends on who's asking, right? Don't tell an alien this game is not violent because it's gonna be like full of traumas afterward. Is it faster to lift the aliens, mop them, or dribble walk them to the mixer? I think mop them might be the fastest way in this situation if you have like a very good ability of like controlling them with the mop, because carrying them, just dribbling, walking them, it's very unreliable. They have a round collider, so they're just gonna be moving to the side all the time. It's gonna be really tough. But you know, Lucas is doing that. Did you see that? Right here. Okay, maybe in a straight line. This is amazing. I would not do this at all. Like I wouldn't count on my skill to manage that. I would just, you know, keep on carrying them or trying to use the mop or whatever. Interesting, very interesting. So yeah, I guess if you have like a straight line, and if you can, if you have the skill to push straight towards the alien, maybe doing that while you're still moving, right? Sorry, I'm just gonna go back here. So yeah, so you start moving and then it drops the alien, so it kind of positions it in a good place, I guess. Very cool. I've never used that technique at all. Like I've pushed things with my feet. Normally players, when I want to like move them when they fell, they've fallen asleep or something like that. But yeah, I've never used that with aliens. Okay, not to say I've never used that. I did use that once to like try to carry an alien, two aliens at the same time. So carrying one with my hands and the other one with my foot. But never to, you know, deal with that issue in particular with that modifier. Very cool, very cool. Yes, they do have a round collider. That's why it's so difficult, and that's why I'm kind of very impressed that they managed to do that. Okay, so moving things forward, there's a phantom box right over there that's moving by itself. Look at this, right on the top of the scene right there. Yes, a dancing box. Seems like a very happy box. Anyway, and you're laughing about the guns, but this game actually started with guns, right? I'm not joking, like, at all. right at the beginning of the development, we thought the game needed guns. We thought this was supposed to be a game like a Battlefield with aliens inside of ships, right? It was very different, very different. And eventually we we like look at the guns and like, okay, this doesn't fit at all. We should not be using guns. We should not have guns in this game. It was very gore. Like not purposefully, but you know, we were shooting aliens with guns and they would explode in goo. It was yeah, it was not nearly as children friendly as it is today. You know, thank God we actually realized that it was not a good idea to have guns in the game. We had grenades. Like, why on earth would you go inside an apartment with a grenade? Like, we used to like open doors and just throw grenades at the aliens and see them explode. Now we just mob them. It's way more interesting and less violent. So yeah. Even though we still grind them, grinding is kind of gore. But anyway, we just pretend it's not violent. And there it is. There it is. 10 minutes. It was exactly 10 minutes, right? Exactly 10 minutes. Impressive. Impressive. Tried to spend 145. That's very impressive. Oh, that's it. I think I've got nothing else to say to this crew in particular. You two pound this game. Like you're very good at this, right? So you thank you for playing this. Thank you for being this good at this game. I've learned a lot watching this. I hope you did as well, like everyone watching here. I hope it was useful for you all. If you like into speedrunning games and you know, trying your skills and do stuff like that, we do have a chat in our Discord. So yeah, firstly, please join our Discord. It's full of lovely people and full of people that play this game and are very good at this game. So it's discord.gg. Let me just write it down. It's discord.gg/Behold Studios. You can join there. There's a chat for speedruns and weekly challenges. If you're into this and you have the game and you're getting the game or whatever, please post your times there. And if you want to post a video as well, upload a video to YouTube. We can maybe have a second episode of me reacting to speedruns, depending on the techniques that are used or whatever. So yes, thank you very much for this. Thank you, Ayami. Thank you, you for these videos, and for allowing me to use them in the live stream. It's very cool to be here reacting to this. I'm still in awe with the sheer skill that you two have. So yeah, thank you all. Love you all. If you're interested in watching stuff like this, we do have our Twitch channel. We do not stream that often, but we try to, you know, bring something different and interesting every time we stream. So please follow us there. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel as well, because we stream both to YouTube and Twitch, and we later uploaded the live stream to YouTube, so it's backlogged there. So if you missed the live stream, you can find it there. And yes, thank you all for coming, for watching it. Thank you for being here again, everyone that's, you know, a regular in the streams. It's always awesome to see you in the chat. And yes, no, please forget the guns. Please forget the guns. Oh, there is a video. Okay, let me see if I can find it right here. Okay, tell you what. I'll post the video that we have about the things that we've thrown away in the game. I think I've posted it once, right? It's not listed on YouTube, so you will only find it by the link. I'm gonna post it at our Discord. Okay, I'm gonna post it at our live stream chat. And if you want to see what it was like, what the game was like before we removed the guns, you go to our Discord right now, and I'm gonna post it in like 2 minutes, right? And you can watch it, and it's hilarious. Anyway, all right, yeah, I think we're done. Thank you all for coming, and I see you in the next live stream whenever it comes. Bye bye. And I gotta open the yeah, okay.